and city lights, ancient roots in modern nights, dreams that shimmer, dreams that drive.
Up onto us. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to AM YISRAEL Thrive. I'm one of your hosts, Shayna Jen, with
Jen, and this is where thriving is our resilience. It's so nice to see everybody after a few weeks off. I was sick about 2 weeks ago. I had no voice. So I apologize for having to cancel at the last moment.
But no worries, because I've had to do plenty of that as well, too. I also have not been well, and I've spent the last 3 weeks on medical disability, dealing with a potential cancer scare, which came back negative. That's the good thing. Yes, but I feel
So, Shayna, what is your rose and thorn of this week?
You know, that's a great question. And I think my thorn has been, I heard something, because you know me, I don't watch the news, but I heard from Sahar Speaks, one of our past guests, that apparently Donald Trump is trying to make a deal with the IRGC that will allow them to stay in power. And so I give that a big 2 thumbs down from me when it comes to that. So that's my thorn. But I will also say that my rose of the week is that I had my second Aliyah interview, because one time wasn't good enough last week. And I have submitted the last of what they've asked for paperwork. So I'm just trying to see, you know, when they're going to let me on in.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Thank you. What about you? What's your warm rose and thorn?
A thorn, not anything Jewish related, but I broke my crown. So I had to go to the dentist and like fix that. Yeah, it was a very unlucky week. It's fine now. It's great. But
dental problems are the worst.
So somebody, I don't know, somewhere on the internet, somebody said teeth should be called fancy bones because they're like always like a different insurance you need. And why is it not considered like part of like a regular doctor's appointment? They're, you know, bone. But I always think of now fancy bones.
Especially when they contribute to our general health overall as well too.
Yes, it helps with your heart health. If you floss and your teeth go right to your brain. So like with infections and stuff, I don't know. When I own my own insurance company, I will include dental in it. A thorn for what's going on in the world. I just read that there is a 14-year-old Jewish girl, Esty in Toronto, who has been missing for several days now. And people are ripping down her posters.
I did not hear about that part of it.
Is appalling.
Yeah.
It's deplorable to rip down a Jewish girl's missing poster because you're upset with what's going on with Israel and Palestine that this girl has nothing to do with.
And I also read that she is autistic as well too. So not only just like a regular, child's, missing poster that you're ripping down, you claim to care so much about neurodivergent people. Well, why does she not count?
Yeah. It's horrifying. So please keep sharing any information, get the word out, because we want to find her and hopefully she's safe. I can only imagine what her parents are going through.
Absolutely. I was talking to I was talking to Get It Done with Joy, actually. And she was talking about, how she's been going out with the street teams to the places where Esty, was last seen, trying to look for her and things. And so there really is such an all-out effort right now in Canada to look for her. And so I just pray that she comes home safe.
Exactly. We do have a comment from Zachman saying, I am so disappointed with Trump. I really thought he was going to do the best for Israel, and I feel like he has not.
Yeah, I completely agree with people on that. You know, as far as I'm concerned, I don't trust any politicians at this point. I feel like they use us and they use other communities for political points. And Donald Trump really is no different with using both Jews, Israelis, and Iranians. And really, it's the Iranians that are getting fucked over the most in whatever deal that they're concocting, because I'm sorry, once you kill 40,000 at least, that's a conservative estimate within a month just for protesting. How does the world not completely scream back at that?
That's another thing that it just is so mind-boggling, that you would think people would be up in arms if that, knowing that 40,000 people were murdered over one night, and it's silence. I'm seeing a lot of pro IRGC propaganda, people going to protest with the IRGC flag. And it's really disheartening because my mom lived in Iran and under the Shah, and knew with this incoming regime that she needed to get out. And now to see people praising it, saying it's better than the United States, is just, I can't wrap my mind around it. I really can't.
Yeah. Me too. Me neither. I feel like all this Qatari propaganda and Russian propaganda too, let's not leave them out, you know, have really just poisoned the minds of so many Americans to where they genuinely see the empire of the United States as being worse than the IRGC. That's insane to me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's mind-boggling. But then everyone screams, APAC, it's APAC, it's APAC, it's APAC. And, you know, I've been seeing on the news, there's like an APAC tracker or something to that effect. And they're saying, well, this person chose this person, endorsed this person, but they're taking money from APAC. And then when you research, APAC is like infinitely like small compared to the money that Qatar has been sending to universities. And no one talks about that discrepancy. It's just, you know, the blatant.
And it's not even money from Israel, I found out too. It's literally Americans donating to this PAC. And so it's American money. That's what's killing me. So yeah, it's just been crazy. But on to some better things. We have an amazing guest today. We have rapper J-Swag General here to talk about all the positivity and all the kinds of things that he's been experiencing in these last 2 years. So let's go ahead and bring on our guest for today, J-Swag General. Welcome, J-Swag. How's it going?
Shalom, manishma. How goes it?
Hey.
Tough. Wonderful. Well, you know, J-Swag, for those of our listeners out there who may not be familiar with you, can you just kind of give a kind of a short spiel about who you are?
Yeah, I can say that I've practiced my elevator pitch pretty well here, and that would be, I'm your standard white, red-headed, Irish, Jewish, Israeli professional rapper with a degree in finance who was captain of the high school golf team.
Look at all that into one elevator speech. Loving it. So not all. I feel like I find out new things about you daily. You know.
Well, I mean, so do I. It's just, you know.
I wanted to ask you, because I see the chains that you are wearing. You proudly wear the Star of David, the Sheamus Scroll chain. I mean, look at the bling there. I think that is
Bling
so
bling.
cool. I love it. I've been trying.
Then you gotta also get the, where is it? Is it hiding? Come on. Oh, my Shema Yisrael was hiding. It's a paper scroll inside.
Love it. You got to represent. You know.
I mean, yeah, mazel titties. Let's do it.
I'm still trying to find a Star of David that's like the clock that Flavor Flav used to wear and stuff, and just like
I think this is as close as you can get. I don't know. Like, I literally Amazon searched like huge Star of David.
Yeah.
Chain. This is what I got.
I love it.
We're just gonna have to make it like, you know, our own, right?
Exactly. Was there ever a point where you felt pressure to hide any of these chains since 10/7 or prior?
Prior, absolutely not. Since October 7th, yeah. Where I'm from, when I go out, where I go, people know who I am and they, respect me, and they, maybe I'll run into somebody, but they won't, say anything. But like, if I go to New York City now, hell no. No, I'm just, because it won't end well for anybody. So I
Have
don't
you
want to
had
get
any
in trouble.
experiences where it's kind of been a little scary like that?
Um, Unfortunately, no.
Good.
But trying to mitigate risk. You know, my father always said, "Focus, pay attention to detail." So that's my Israeli accent, and
Yeah, I've seen the lot of the videos coming out of New York City, and it scares the shit out of me because I used to live in Midwood where all these pogroms are happening. And
yeah,
it's just incredibly scary to see the most. I feel like the Orthodox are like the kindest, best, calmest amongst us. And they're the ones that are just getting run all over.
and you know what I think? What it is, besides ridiculousness, is they're very visibly. You can tell they're Jewish, right? I mean, and that's unfortunate of a reason to. I mean, it's just the whole thing's fucking absurd.
Yeah.
I can't wrap my head around it. We're 15.9 million people in the world. We're 0.2%. We're not your fucking problem, okay?
Exactly. Exactly. If you got a problem with your fucking life, it is not the fault
Yeah.
of the Jews. It's yours.
Yeah, if you suck donkey at what you're trying to do, I'm sorry. It wasn't, we didn't kill Jesus, okay? Like we don't drink baby's blood, like we don't train IDF dogs like to do like are you kidding? Like what? Like
You know what's crazier is people believe that story.
of
Like,
course they do, because they
that
just
is
want to hate the Jews.
just so wild to me that
It's
they
ridiculous.
believe that hook, line, and sinker. It's just incredible.
Confirmation bias is a hell of a drug, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We have some comments in here saying that anti-Semitism is really bad in New York City. Someone was kicked out of 5 bars. I'm going to New York City this summer. I'm petrified now because I always wear my Star of David. But
Yeah. Be cautious of that. And it's not that we're not proud Jews. It's we like to, live
yeah,
and not get beaten up. Something to be said about that. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Now you mentioned, Sunday school and having your bar mitzvah at Yale. Looking back,
Very
tell us
bougie,
about
very
that.
fancy. So my parents, I lived in Brantford till I was 3, and my parents got divorced at that time, and I then moved to Fairfield with my mother and brother and sister into the house my mom and her siblings grew up in, which was attainable in '52 for a family of 6. And my father moved to West Haven, and so West Haven's right next to New Haven, and we went to the Hillel Sunday School at Yale. And so between age 6 to 12, September to May, I calculated that was a lot of days. So that's like, a third of a semester I did at Yale.
Did you get any credits for it?
No, I got a lot of challah and matzah and,
That's even better,
oh yeah.
I'm a 4th grade Hebrew school dropout, so I can't really talk about Sunday school.
I gotta just say that's ala panim.
There was one Bashert is like I met my best friend there, and we've been friends now for over 30 years. But other than that, no.
Yeah, and one of the funniest things about going, or my experience at Sunday school at Yale, was my father would always be pulled into the corner by the principal. I'm like, I didn't get in trouble. My brother, didn't get in trouble. My sister didn't get in trouble. I'm like, well, what's going on here every time? Like, what? Why?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You just look like trouble, man.
I mean, yeah. I mean, now I do. As I said, I'm bougie. I'm a fat ass compared to what I used to be. But hey, I'm all about fighting childhood obesity. NFL plays 60.
I'm curious. So, how did you get into music? Has it always been
Well,
a passion of yours?
I started with the cello back in fourth grade. And so you could say I went from Bach to Bach. And it's all right. You
Love
can
it.
spit your coffee out. It's fine. Um, and just I was pretty good at it. I loved it. I could play things by ear, and eventually, like in eighth grade, I was playing the theme song to The Rock, with Sean Connery, and Nicolas Cage, and it's like, who the hell does that? Nobody.
Amazing. So how many instruments do you play now?
I mean, I have a ukulele, uke till you puke, right? And then I have a guitar that I broke, I think literally the G string. um, and I'm like, I'm not repairing that right now. But I play piano a little bit by ear. Not a large amount of songs, but the ones mostly written by myself. You hit it, it sounds right. You keep hitting it, right? That's what she said. Anyways, moving on. Um,
I think you got it. You missed your stand-up comedy
I
career.
know.
well, I mean, it's not over yet. It's possible, right? When I perform, you can't have dead air.
No.
You got to be
That's true.
engaging with the fans. And I've been told by a former COO of a job I had that I could talk the bark off a tree. And I'm like, all right, well, between that and the fact that my brain moves extremely fast, it's the shit that comes out of my mouth. Oh my God. Like when I golf, I have something called competitive Tourette's. Nothing against people with disabilities. This is a self-diagnosed. I just say random shit when I fuck up, and that's like golf is every time. So like, yeah, I'm like Margaret Thatcher. It's like what the instead of motherfucker. It's like Seabiscuit. It's like come on.
That reminds
like,
me of the 40-year-old virgin
Yeah.
Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly
Yes.
Clarkson. Oh, como se llama?
So you said that your music has more of like a Hebrew influence. How does Hebrew culture show up in your sound?
So yeah, my J Swag General individual records certainly have a lot more Hebrew influence, and it's a major, push in for me. I want to have that in there. I have a song called Manischewitz. I have a song called Sababa. I made one about called Never Again Is Now, about October 7th. The Sababa one is, I got a hilarious, or at least I think it's funny, story. The cover art is actually my father in the IDF in a Willie in the Sinai desert in the 70s. And
Wow.
it's the only photo he has ever access to of him in uniform. And because you don't know where he is, what he's doing, who is he with, whatever. Because eventually he rose to a pretty high rank. And so I used that photo, and then in the bottom I put a goat, like a little picture of a goat, like greatest of all time, right? Because my dad's awesome, and it's a nut job. Don't get me wrong. It's already focus, pay attention to detail, pick up the crumbs, but I didn't pick up the crumbs. But I did. Okay, I'll pick up the crumbs. So I put the goat there, and he's like, Jonathan, I don't understand this goat. I don't remember the goat. What is this goat? I'm like that. It's not. Never mind. So my dad was born and raised in Israel, Rishon LeZion. I still have family in Far Below and Moshav Shatria, and so Israel is in my heart.
Was your mom Israeli too?
No, she converted to Judaism before any of us were born, and because Moshe would have no other way, I guess, and that was a rhyme too. But I'm sorry, that's what I do. Oh shit, again. Anyways, so for me, I'm very proud to be a Jew. The rarity of it is, and the historical impact, and the pride, and it's the culture. It's beautiful. You don't have to be overly religious to be a big supporter of all that. And I'm extremely scientific, extremely. But there is something out there, and I don't know what it is, and no one can measure it. And that, spirituality is that, and that is the spirituality and the beauty of. I mean, who writes laws about like liability when if you loan your ox out and he dies, but he's doing what he's supposed to, right?
Yeah. And I fully believe too that science and spirituality are not averse to each other. Like, for example, there's a lot of research coming out now on like nanoparticles and stuff like that. I mean, the Big Bang to me sounds like when God said, "Let there be light." You know what I mean?
And there was light.
Exactly. And so I really believe that we can exist in this space where both are walking hand in hand. I'd love to learn more about your dad's family's diaspora experience and how they came to Israel.
Yeah, that one. So I went. I did my birthright trip, and that was amazing. And I learned a lot more. And then I visited my dad down in Del Rey. Imagine that, retired Jew in Del Rey, Florida, unheard of. And I'm like, I have all these fucking questions about my dad and my family. I don't know, right? It's like it's not really spoken about. And so I learned that my grandmother was Tova, and Yisrael, which is my middle name, were from the generally, Belarus, Lithuania, Poland area. And
here. There you
and
go.
Yisrael was in Italy in 34 or 32, somewhere around there, about to start medical school. And Tova comes down on her Zionist movement, and they're in Italy. 2 dates. She's like, fuck it, I'm going to Israel. Let's go. And that's why I'm here. And unfortunately, they were the only ones to survive. And
I think that's a great example for all of us today, right?
Yeah, it's sad. I learned at Yad Vashem about the essentially a certificate, proof of like existence, death record. That killed by Nazi activity, and I saw my grandmother's one when my dad showed me a photo of it, and it's sad, obviously.
That's got to be such a difficult thing to witness at Yad Vashem in real life, making it so unfortunately real.
Yeah, so I didn't see it at Yad Vashem, but I learned about that, and then when I visited my dad and he told me the story, he showed me the photo of the certificate, and I mean, the whole thing is I'm here because of that. I'm here because she she had the wherewithal to get out, and so did Yisrael.
Yeah. And I think that just goes to show that all of us now, somebody reminded me the other day that Rabbi Emil Fackenheim, who was a rabbi that lived through the Shoah and survived, said it was all of our 614th mitzvah to make sure that the Jewish people survive no matter what.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's where if it wasn't for Israel, like my grandfather and my grandmother reunited after the war and were in Israel for a while, and then decided, because she had family in New Jersey, to then emigrate to the USA. But yeah, if we weren't for Israel, especially in today's climate, we have a place that we know that we're safe. I can't believe I'm even saying that now. Like,
it's ridiculous.
You might understand this. Just like growing up, my grandmother was a Holocaust survivor, and I would be like, why didn't she just get out? Why didn't she just get up and leave? And then I'm in my mid 30s, and now I realize that life happens and there's so many different things that you can or cannot do, and it's just insane that I'm having like the same kind of thoughts that she was going through, like to leave or not, and it's just insane.
Lador Vador in every generation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my headphones, of course, were dying because I got them from Five Below and I didn't charge them properly. But I'm all good.
That will probably happen to mine next. Yes, I can hear you. Yes, totally. So we've seen as anti-Israel sentiment has become very popular, people are faced now with either being more quiet about who they are and tucking those stars in, or being proud of who they are and becoming even louder. And it sounds like you've really chosen that latter. What's been your experience with choosing to be that kind of Jew?
It fits very well with my personality overall. I'm not quiet. I used to be the quiet kid, right? That no one paid attention to. And I think that's why I rap, because now I have a platform to be like, fuck you. And so to those people that didn't listen, and that motivation is something, it never leaves you, right? And so I'm confident in carrying the pride of my Judaic history and family history and the people of Israel. It's so cool to me to have a father and family from Israel. Not that we're all from there anyways. We're all mishpacha. But literally my dad, like, and what he did, which is ridiculous shit. To put it
Badass
bluntly.
shit.
Oh yeah, he fucked shit up. Definitely, and that is the cool, like, so cool, and I'm so prideful of what he did, and what every soldier, man and woman in the IDF, and the IAF. We are not Jews anymore with trembling knees. The Warsaw Ghetto taught us to fight back,
Yes.
that uprising. And that is powerful, because it was, oh, we'll be fine with this, we'll be saved by whatever. No, you got to do something. You have to pick up that, you got to defend yourself. And it's not always defending yourself with firearms or weapons. You can arm yourself with knowledge and pureness and honesty, because at the end of the day, they can't take away that fire. They can't take away honesty. You can't lie about something that's 100% pure, right? It is not stained. And that's do the right thing. Not to quote
100%.
Spike Lee.
And I love that you hit back through your music as well too. You made some pretty cool diss tracks, right?
Yeah.
Tell us a little more about those.
The Yalla was one of them that I made, and that one's about Macklemore, piece of crap. It's like, how are you involved in this? Like, what are you doing? Do you even know what you're saying? No one knows what they're saying. Nobody knows what river they're referring to. Nobody knows what sea, and they don't know what that means. It means kill all the Jews in between, right? So I'm like, fuck you, Macklemore. I have Irish heritage too, but I'm not a dick. Like,
Well, he also wore a costume that looked very heavily Jewish, and he was like, "No, I didn't know."
Yeah.
Like
with the crook nose and everything. Yeah.
So you had to find that and like purposely buy it and then think to put it on. Like there was thought behind it.
There was a heavy thought behind it.
Very much.
And I love the title, because it's like, yeah, get out of here, get going, yalla. And I learned from my dad. I'm like, Dad, what does yalla mean? He's like, you say it to your chickens. I'm like, no, Dad, I don't have fucking chickens. What are you talking about? He's like, yalla.
You don't have no chickens? What's wrong with you?
What, you don't want the schnitzel?
Are there any?
And my dad, I gotta say this. My dad wanted me to make a song. I'm at my cousin Dudy's house, and my dad's up visiting, and we're in the kitchen, and my dad's like, Jonathan, you should make a song. Fuck Hamas, fuck Hezbollah, fuck Al Qaeda. I'm like, And my dude, he looks at me, and then he looks at my dad. You want your son to live? Like, what is this?
I'm with your dad though. I'm like, yeah, you're not hitting.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, but again, survival.
But there's another content creator who called out the IRGC and then had a fatwa or whatever out on him, and like it's insane that the IRGC was like looking at some Instagram account and thinking that
The
it's
traveling class.
scary, Yes, yes.
And the part I like about the most about that is that they actually, so they made an AI image of the traveling clad, and they even got his merch in there as well too. That said, "Sweet Zionist Prince."
Oh, Jesus. I mean, no pun intended, but yeah.
Are there any specific Jewish or Israeli artists, melodies, or prayers that inspire you creatively?
I would, artist-wise, Omar Adam. I know he's bigger outside of Israel for like the Jewish community. He's still pretty big there. I love listening to him. Definitely, what the heck's his name? He's got a deep voice like this. Subliminal. He's absolutely fantastic. And I love listening to him, his songs, because he connects and brings like that desert, sound, the Middle Eastern sound, and then he's like fuck you, which I'm for. It's great.
Sounds like the guard at the Israeli consul that when I had to go there once, like, what she wants, no.
Yeah, no, pretty much, yeah, exactly. Like when you meet an Israeli and they're like, what, who, but, where, why? Like I love going to this restaurant in Fairfield called Esh, and obviously Esh means fire in Hebrew, or for those that don't know, it means fire in Hebrew. And I was at a soft opening of another restaurant, and I hear an Israeli accent. So I go and I talk to the mutual friends, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got family in Israel. He's like, where? And then who? And it turns out this guy's like friend grew up 3 houses down from my cousins that I'm referencing in Moshav Satria.
Crazy.
So
What
I
a
go there
small
because it's
world.
mishpacha. I'm like, this is nuts.
That's crazy.
By the way, the food there is fantastic.
Okay.
Shout out. And I have to say, I love that one Rami, I think it's Kleinstein song, Esh. It's one of the most, even though I can't speak fluent Hebrew, I can feel that song every single time I hear it, and it brings me to tears.
Yeah, that's one. I wish I knew Hebrew like a lot more than I do. And I'm like, Dad, what the fuck? Why didn't you speak to us as babies in Hebrew? He's like, Jonathan, you said English only, Daddy. I'm like, if I have the cognitive ability to tell you English only, you missed the fucking boat, dude.
And there's that soft spot in the Israeli soul, okay?
Yeah, like pick up the leaves in my patio, the dead leaves from the plants, please. What is this?
So can you give us a little freestyle and show our audience a little bit what you got?
I can do. I'm gonna do pre-written a little bit, and then I'm gonna do a freestyle as well because
Awesome.
you gotta hear the song Manischewitz. I fucking love it. Grab the Manischewitz, let's party tonight. Grab all the sexy girls, yeah, we do it right. Pour up whiskey shots, yeah, with cheers like we ballers. Crush the rap game, get the bread, holla like the menorah. I'll spin the dreidel, drop 16 bars. I'm Cain, I'm able. Biblical scriptures I bring to the table. Want a record deal, get signed to a label.
Woo!
Yes. Woo! Awesome.
And so that was a pre-written, obviously. You can tell by the cadence. But or if you don't know, when a rapper's really freestyling, the cadence is definitely different and a little slower. So give me a subject matter because, I could rap about whatever. Give me a word.
Being on AM YISRAEL Thrive.
Ooh.
Yo, I got goals, I gotta strive. Here I am, Yisrael Thrive. Yeah, we do it. Yeah, we do it. Show you let me know, spin the jello, you can do it. Yo, How you feel about that? What boy, Jew flow, man? You know I got my raps. I'm the best damn thing, and I got my Mason ring, and I got my raw. You can't even bling bling. I got change. Everybody know my name. When I walk through the door, they're like, it's a Hall of Fame. They're like, how you doing? I'm the best class. People look at me, man. No, I ain't passed. No, I got straight A's. How you feel, motherfucker? Because you know I'm the real deal. Shout out to Coach Dill, Rummy Mountain, Evanesh. He the best freestyler that I ever fucking met.
Woo!
Oh, excellent. So I'm not a very good musician, so I have to give big shout outs to people like you.
Well, you know, it's the brain moves very fast for me, and I remember a lot of things, which is great, and it's also terrifying. There's a lot of things I'd love to forget.
How did you get your name? What made you pick J Swag General?
Well, the J, you know, my name's Jonathan. Some people are like, oh, is it for Jewish swag? I'm like, I mean, sure. Yeah, whatever gets you through the door, buddy. But the general part and the swag is because, you know, I mean, come on, look at me.
Yeah.
Lacking in confidence for $1,000. And the general part is from my son, Lennon, who's a rapper from the Bronx, an OG, amazing freestyler, amazing writer of lyrics, and he's called the New York General. And so years ago, I started following. I was an extra in a music video in Harlem, and I'm like, these people look familiar. It was Chi Ali, like he's old school rapper, you know, from the Bronx. He's boys with my son, and I eventually opened up for my son at the Rain Lounge in the Bronx off Broadway, and Christian Dior was there, not the designer, the rapper. I don't know if you ever heard Cocaina with Fat Joe and De La Ghetto. That's him.
Oh yeah,
I remember Fat Joe. Yep.
Yeah, Fat Joe's now Skinny Joe. Oh, what's up, dude? Hey, I'm on Wegovy. What's up?
Everyone is now.
And so I was like, you know, while I'm not a military general, and I wish I could do my part, but I can't for various reasons and couldn't. You know, my father had his history, and so I wanted to put that, not to take away from military people, but commanding, like I command my presence, you know, in my presence, if you will, in the sense of I'm confident, and I'm not here to do it for myself. You know, I have a great line in my song by FOH, my group, Big Leagues, and I say, idols become friends when your hustle has no end. Got to keep on grinding, keep writing with the pen. Never listen to the haters and the messages they send. Improving people's lives is the proper measurement. And that's the thing. We're all here together. And at the end of the day, it's not about being king. It's about thriving together.
Exactly. Spreading that positivity. Now you said FOH is your group. Tell us more about that.
Well, during the Holy COVIDity, I was hanging out at this beach in Black Rock, Bridgeport, called Seabright Beach, but because it's in Bridgeport, people call it Ghetto Beach. But it's actually like the nicest area of Bridgeport. Like it's nice, beach community. And I needed to get a haircut. Like my Jufro was out of control. Like, by the way, Jufro, my father says Afro Jew. I'm like, no, Dad, it's a Jufro.
The other way.
Your English is shit, man. Hada. He gave up learning it, but yeah. So I'm walking to go talk to the barber that I know who has a shop in the area, and I hear, yo, you J Swag? I'm like, yeah. And like this guy is sitting in a lawn chair on the beach with a cooler, just staring ahead, and he's like, yo, I heard of you. I'm like, okay. He's giving me shit, but he's testing me. Like, are you an ass clown, or like, are you really about this? I'm like, no, bro, I'm really about this. He's like, you just awoken a dinosaur. And that's MC Bias the rock star. I don't know if you've ever heard. He was MTV Battle Rapper #2-ish.
Oh, wow.
I think, somewhere like in 2000. LMFAO used to open up for him. He'd hang with, you know, Snoop Dogg, Suge Knight. Yo, you with that girl? Like crazy. Like the connections he has, Lisa D'Amato, group Fly Society. Like I'm on the phone with Fuzzy, Fly Society's producer. He's like, yo, my Jew boy. But like he says it playfully. I'm like, Mazel titties, what? Are you high? It's 8 a.m. Eastern. You're in California. It's 5 a.m. What are you doing? So, long story short, FOH is Bias, me, and DJ Class. If you've ever heard I'm the shit up in this bitch, unfortunately, Kanye's on the remix.
Yeah.
But
Talk about
moving
Kanye.
on from that was years ago.
Mhm.
It's like, got diamonds on my neck, got Patron in my cup. That's DJ Class, and like I'm in this group, and it's like it's mine. Like, what the pile did I step in? And so we have like so many. All we did was Saturday or Sunday every weekend during the Holy COVIDity, we would record and record and record, and we did it in the community room, which was on the sixth floor of the where my buddy lives, where Toby lives, Bias, and because the other side of the building on the sixth floor is the penthouse, and then the other side's the community room. We're not going to disturb anybody, all right? And we got beautiful view of Long Island Sound. We're right on the water. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything more. It's like our own private studio, and my studio pretty much fits in my backpack, minus the mic stand. So we just busted out tracks. We have like over 40 tracks. I don't even know how many. We got remixes. What's that song? I don't remember what it was like off the top of my head right now, but I know I say party in the JCC room, meet me on Zoom, and I say I'm a pretty cool Jew. Call me JBT. That's true. Well, why are you always in a mood? That's it.
Very nice. Are you guys coming out with a record anytime soon?
We will be recording new stuff shortly. We ironically, we're big in Southeast Florida, from Boca to Delray to Fort Lauderdale, Miami, particularly with the sped up tracks. We get like 600 to 700 streams a week from that. I don't understand the sped up tracks. Sounds like chipmunk shit to me, but like, hey, whatever gets the streams. It's like, why are you always in the mood? It's like, yeah, bro, get down to it. Fucking twerk like you gotta, like, yeah. We have a song called the Twerk Song, and I used my lyrics that I didn't record, that I wrote, that fit it, because it was about twerking. Because I was supposed to make a song with Christian Dior and Corey Guns called Whistle While She Twerk It. And my money man pulled out, and I looked like an ass clown. Sorry, Dior. Apologize. Wasn't me. And the lyrics in the song are just ridiculous. Like, I rap about soccer moms on my cul-de-sac wearing Lululemon pants. Like, I'm from the suburbs. Like, I'm not gonna rap about gangster stuff. I could write it, sure.
Yeah.
And so, I was writing that song, and it's like ass so round like a player no pie. It's like, yeah, pi 3.141592653589979. How many digits can you do? No. So, at the end of the day, FOH is absolutely something you should hear. We have so many people that Toby Bias has, MC Bias knows, and we've made records with, and Hit from Fly Society, who's now Late Night Mike. If you haven't heard Coming Home by Late Night Mike, you will groove out.
Okay.
It is a killer track. And the fact that I have a record or two records with him is a mind. Like, I used to listen to Fly Society years ago, and now Bias is boys with them. It's like, what the, like, Superstars, that song, Drama. Oh my God. So, that whole Cali swag, skater, hip hop, fusion, Rob Dyrdek is an idol of mine.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I made Dope Money Culture, which this hat is from and this jacket's from, D$C.
Nice.
And, at the end of the day, dopemoneyculture.com, check it out. No, at the end of the day, the creativity and like Toby and I get along like peas and carrots, like we thrive and feed off each other when we're recording, because I'll be like, maybe do this, and he'll be like, maybe do that, like, to me, like, and boom, we got a fire track. And then shout out to Corrupt Darkroom Recordings, who does the mastering for us, makes us, because I take the initial recording, I do a very good job with the initial recording, but it's not mastered, right? So we got to get that done to make it sound proper, and he does such a great job with the stuff. And so, that the team is just amazing.
Do you have a favorite song that you've written or collaborated on, or one that's like holds a lot of meaning for you?
Suburbs 1988, because I couldn't come up with a good name for it, but it's about the suburbs. And the thinking behind this track is a little hilarious, because like you're dancing in the club with whoever you're, usually attracted to, and it's like you think they like you more than the song. No, you're welcome. So the hook is like a big brr, I pitch shift the voice. Shout out to Joey Dutchess on producing that when I lived in Puerto Rico. And the hook is, you can thank me for the bitches that you're getting with my tracks.
Love it.
That's like, you can thank me for the bitches that you're getting with my tracks. You can thank me for, and I say it again, and then at the end I close it out with, coming straight from the suburbs, got my paddleboard on rack. Now, I don't have a paddleboard, but it's a rap song, so you could kind of stretch the truth a little bit, right?
Well, I live in Oakland, and I do have a paddleboard, so there you go.
You live in Oakland?
I do.
Oh, yeah. I'm a huge A's fan. It's so sad they left.
I know. That's what everyone in Oakland thinks as well,
I'm
too.
diehard
Same with the
Yankee, don't get
Raiders,
me
you
wrong.
know?
The Raiders. And I love the Raiders because I have an LA Raider with the hip hop and NWA. Like, I mean, I've been to 3 athletics games out there.
Oh,
in
yeah.
The shitty
And
Coliseum.
lots of rap
God damn
comes out
it,
of
it's our
Oakland.
Coliseum.
Exactly.
You
Now,
know,
I know
like,
that you have been talked about a really memorable experience for you with meeting Holocaust survivor Sammy. I forget what his last name is, but also getting to perform on stage with him. Tell us about that.
Yeah, that was a mind world. Thanks to Kosha Dills, who I've worked with a bunch of times. Great guy. And he put on Hanukkah 2.0. Shout out to Zach Man, who's watching right now. And Hanukkah 2.0 was at Littlefield in Brooklyn. And I'm walking through the crowd, and I've seen Sammy posted about by Kosha in the past. So I knew of him. And I'm walking back to the green room, and all of a sudden he's in front of me. And I froze. And I'm like, and he just gave me the biggest hug in the world. And it was amazing because he doesn't know who the fuck I am. And it's mishpacha. It's that strength, it's that community, and that's what makes Judaism the beauty. One of the things that makes Judaism so beautiful is that family connection. That, you may not be my direct family right now, but we work at one point.
Exactly.
Like,
I'll never forget being in New York City and sitting down at Zabar's, on the Upper West Side. And this whole group of elderly Jews just brought me and they're like, hey, come sit with us, And I was like, all right. And so I get started and talk to all of them. And one of them was a Holocaust survivor, the woman that was sitting next to me. And she did the sweetest thing. She wrote down her name and her phone number at the end of it. And she said, gave it to me and said, please feel free to call me anytime you want, It was just the nicest thing.
That's why the tradition, right, is passed down from generation to generation. Tradition.
Shout out to Broadway.
Shout out to Broadway and my dad for making me watch the Fiddler on the Roof.
Exactly. Well, J Swag, where can people find more of you at FOH?
So FOH we're on and individually all platforms. FOHworld.com, www.fohworld.com is like the merch. DopeMoneyCulture.com is my individual merch. Our logo for FOH was done by the same person that did Nipsey Hussle's logo for Victory Lap, which is why we were allowed to have him talking in the beginning of Hustle, which is another great track you should totally listen to. Because I don't talk calmly in that. Not that I do in really any of my songs. I kind of go ham. No pun intended with not being kosher. Um, but it's all gefilte fish. So at the end of the day, we're on everything. And the logo looks like a basketball, kind of like the lines of a basketball with FOH. I actually have. I'm not prepared. I'm really, really not prepared. This is the logo. This is a miniature sticker.
Now it looks kind of like a space theme to me. Is that like what you were kind of going for, or what is it?
It's like the basketball outline. It's like a global, because it's FOH World is, and people are like, what does it stand for? I'm like, fat old hooker. They're like, what? I'm like, are you stupid? It's fuck out of here.
That was going to be my next question too, because I'm like, well, I know fuck out of here, but I don't know what it could mean.
Yeah, well, originally I think we were going to be like GTFO, and it's like that's too close to LMFAO. No pun intended, with them having opened up for MC Bias all the time back in the day.
Although fat old hooker does kind of like bang though,
Well, that's from the Department of Redundancy Department. Yeah, fat old hooker does bang.
Do you have any performances coming up?
Unfortunately, I have nothing on the schedule right now. However, you can find me locally in the Fairfield County area jumping on with my homies from the band Pimpinella. They're amazing musicians, great guys. I've been jumping on with them for years. I jumped on with them at Longshore on the patio, which is in Westport, and very heavily Jewish area. But there were not that many Jews there. But and they're like, usually this goes pretty poorly, and I rocked it because that's what I do. You put a mic in my hand, it's over. I don't do crack, imagine that, but that's my crack, right? So it's like I see a mic, I see a DJ, I'm like, I got to go talk to him, But we'll be recording, as I had previously mentioned, FOH will have a lot more tracks coming out soon, probably in the next, I think, month or two. We'll be back to the lab again, as people call it. So,
awesome. Well, it's been so lovely having you on. Thank you so much for coming on our show today. We really appreciate it.
I can't thank you enough. This has been fun. I can't believe the hour's already gone. I mean, I could keep going, that's what she said, but moving on.
I'm a huge "that's what she said" kind of person. It's usually me saying it,
but I got this
one that said it.
I got this one story that I got to mention about my dad, or two quick ones. We're driving in the 300E Mercedes, which is nice Jewish car, and there's a cute girl jogging on the side of the road, and it's like my brother's in the front seat, I'm in the back seat, and Dad's driving. It's like father son, like sons. Hey, take a look, right? And he's like, "All right, Jonathan, look at the tits. They are running." I'm like, "Great talk, Dad. Putting that in my fucking pocket." You got to drive Israeli style. Israeli. What does that mean? You stick your nose out and fucking go.
It's nice there, yeah.
And then the other one was when he lived in the Virgin Islands, when he said he ran an airline, which is bullshit. I don't know what he did. He's the best man, the guy that became the best man at his wedding that he had down there, and also at the wedding for my parents. Not a good luck charm. Both marriages failed. But moving on from that beautiful point, my dad saw a blowfish in the water, like because he lived right, on the docks, and he's like, you're not done. I wanted to make a lamp. I'm like, well, that's good. You didn't want to eat it because that's poisonous. So step one, good job. So I took my triple dart gun. I went under the water with my mask. I fucking shot the thing. I got it. It came out. I'm so proud of myself. He sees the girlfriend of the guy, right? Look, I got the blowfish. I got the fucking I'm going to make a lamp. You know what she said? She looked like she saw a ghost. You killed Jimmy. That was the dude's pseudo pet he would feed every morning off the top. And my dad's telling me the story when I'm visiting him in Delray, laughing his fucking ass off. And it takes so much for my dad to laugh like that. And it was great to see. Yeah. And then his wife now, who's a great lady, Kathy, known her forever. She's like, "What's so funny?" I'm like, "I don't even know where to start."
Exactly. So you won't get it most likely. Let's just
He's
move
like,
on.
I cleaned my dart gun. I threw the fish in the water. Fucking got out of there.
Well, now if you got it, like at least do
Yeah.
the thing with it. Now that it's dead, you
You have
know.
to get rid of the evidence.
No evidence, okay? Mm-hmm.
It's all kosher. It's all good.
Well, thank you for those stories. You brought such I think a smile to all of our faces today. So thank you so much for bringing more Jewish joy
Well, I
to
do
our audience.
what I can for America and Israel. Light the menorah, spin the dreidel, and go hard on a 16. That's a verse.
Yes.
Boom.
What?
Mazel titties.
Awesome, guys. Well, have a wonderful rest of your day and rest of your week, guys. Shavua tov, everyone.
Lehitriot.
And